Hello, class. I'm here to talk about a reflection video on rest and inspiration. Um, I just going over. I said identify the phrase and explain how and why it impacted you. Two really big phrases really impacted me right off the bat. One, I kind of wrote them down. They're not exactly word for word, but I tried to write them down as quickly as I could while I was watching the video. And I think during the interview, the interviewer asks God, what surprises you most about humans? And one of the things God says in the video is they worry so much about the future, they forget to live in the present, and because of this, they neither live in the future or in the present. And I've seen this a lot, especially with kind of today's youth and even my generation, or any generation that likes technology. Let's just put it that way. I've seen a lot of people working at Mount Sac, walking around the campus, and even when me and my wife go out to eat, I've seen a table full of family members, and none of them are talking to each other. They're all on their phone, or they're not in the present, or they're documenting with their phone so many things that's going on to preserve it for the future with pictures and Instagram and all this kind of stuff. They're preserving it for the future, but they're forgetting to live in the moment. So I've seen that happen, and I've done it too, where I focus so much on getting me and my family out of debt, working long hours, even going to school and focusing on school, which is not a bad thing, but I focus so much on those things that I forget to live in the present too and enjoy the present with my family or my wife. So those are some of the ways that I've messed up. Another big quote I found in this video that I really liked is, said a rich person is not someone who has the most but needs the least. And I thought that was really, really cool, a great saying or phrase, quote, if you will. There's so many people of us, and me included, at times I do this. We're chasing so many things. We want the big house, we want the big cars, we want all these things, but really, what do we need in the end? And most of the things that we really, really do need, we can get from our relationships, whether it's with friends or family. So those things that we really need to be pouring into, and sometimes we forget that. And I thought that was a really cool and really interesting little quote. How does this phrase support you in your coaching, teaching, athletic, fitness training, and or administration? When I'm coaching, I try to tell players, hey, live in the moment. Enjoy this moment. You're not going to be an athlete forever. You're not going to be playing football forever. And every single one of us stops playing football before we want to. And that's almost all athletes. All of us athletes, we stop competing in whatever sport that we love always before we want to. The body breaks down. We're not as athletically gifted as others to play professionally or whatever it is. So I always try to tell that to my players. Hey, live in the moment. Enjoy this moment. Enjoy this time you have with other college athletes who are struggling, because the problems that you have today always get bigger as you grow older. And I think a rich person is someone who doesn't have the most but needs the least. I think I try to tell my kids all the time, my student athletes, hey man, just be thankful for what you have. I mean, we're always chasing the next best thing, but really enjoy what we have right now, and I think you'll always be happier being that way. I want to encourage you guys, keep pushing. You guys are doing great. I know it's been hard. It's been, for me at least, with school, work, and being in season. It's been a long 7 weeks, 8 weeks next week, but I know we can do it. I know you guys can do it, and I'm excited to continue to see you guys all grow. You guys have a good day. Talk to you later.